Alright, hello YouTube. Today we are playing the My GM with the Grizzlies. I believe this is the 4th or 5th episode. I believe it's the 5th. If not the 5th, then either the 4th or the 6th, but I believe it's the 5th. Anyways, though, we are in the championship for 2014-15, I think, against the Chicago Bulls. I had, I believe, just the OKC game in the conference finals that I uploaded. Other than that, though, most of the games I've simulated. I believe I played 2 games in the Clippers series and 2 games in the OKC series. I think I simulated the entire Golden State series. I'll get to that later, though. But anyways, I simulated every single game up until the 7th game because it is tied 3-3. And it's the 4th quarter. We are up by 4 in only 3 minutes left. So, let's just get right down to it, I guess. Yeah, it's not, not a big enough lead to just chuck up shots. Oh, that's a tough one. Anyways, dead ball, so we can get all of our subs in, which is just a starting lineup. Mike Conley's had a really good game so far, so he's been one of the major reasons why we are up by 2, and our bench squad is the reason why we blew a 10-point lead. So yeah. Alright, that pick did nothing. I mean, that's just the major thing. I wouldn't shoot threes unless you can really shoot them. Because I kind of started off as a tutorial. I kind of went just towards a normal My GM mode, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of tutorial. Anyways, though, that's and since I'm keying on a tutorial, I'm gonna key on key points. Wow, I said key a lot right there. Anyways, that's the key thing. All right, I'll stop now. But that's the major thing that you make sure that you don't really do. You don't really want to just chuck up threes. I know in every single video I've been up by 10 or 15 points with 3 minutes left to go. So it's been pretty difficult for a team to come back and win. So I chuck up shots and just play good defense. But this game's a little bit close. I wouldn't I wouldn't shoot threes unless you can really shoot them. I'm pretty good with Mike Conley. He's really good anyways. And plus with the progression levels in this game, he got even better. But in this game, it is very difficult to make the three-point ball. Usually you need to have a good quality shot and a good release. And that will really get you, the made shot in a clutch kind of situation. Plus, you really need a good clutch player. You can't just have, a guy who can kind of shoot three-pointers. See, like that one, A- quality, excellent timing. And, he is obviously a clutch shooter and the star of this team. One of the 3. But Roy Hibbert, by the way, he's out for the season. He had a sprained ankle. But I guess they just said the entire season because it was the playoffs. Or at the time it was the championship. So, it was still the championship. He got injured in, I believe, the 3rd game or something like that. So, he wasn't going to come back. And I don't really need him. I mean, not that I don't need him. I do need him. But we can play well without him. I mean, we do have Jared Sullinger, who's my starting power forward anyways. And then I have Chris Walker, who I start at power forward. Although he's a power forward, small forward in this game, because that's what I made him, even though he kind of is a power forward center, but he can also play small forward because he is pretty fast, like in real life. Wow, how do you miss that? Okay. I play him at the center position a lot, just because he can play the center position pretty well. Wow, that was really bad. Tie game. By the way, if I do end up losing, I'm actually going to lose. I'm not going to just, restart and close the application or anything. Not that I have been doing that. I've been playing them all fair. I'm just saying, you know, in case anybody thinks you gotta box out. Should I go for a dunk? I'm kind of thinking about it. Definitely not a three-pointer, especially not with... Yeah, not with Wiggins. Not that he can't shoot the three-point ball, but he's not as clutch as Mike Conley. Mike Conley would probably be the only guy who I would actually... it was a great, you know, move Mike Conley just did right there, if you didn't see that in the background. I should have actually put in Mike Conley. I'm going to put in Mike Conley. Because we are going to need, if it comes down to it, we are going to end up needing a three-point shot. I believe right now, though, we can go for a two-pointer, but I still want, yeah, I'm just going to throw in the starters. Just keep it simple. We can get, I want to get Tony Allen in there, because he's really good on defense. Whoo! My God. Oh my God, that is a clutch layup. Let's see if I can replay this. Because, you know, this game kind of plays things in little tiny segments, not like current gen, where, you know, there's like a 15-second, you know, backlog that you can play, and, you know, that's it. You can play anything that's 15 seconds behind what your instant replay is. In this game, they play in little segments, so when you get, like, fouled or something, usually they play a replay, but sometimes they don't. So if you click on, once the referee has the ball, you can't replay the play. So I just want to make sure I can replay this. Anyways, Mike Conley gets it. Then that unofficial pick, you get caught up by Joakim Noah. And then I just chuck it up with how much time. Oh, that is that's the definition of clutch. It literally leaves his hand. I don't know if you can see it in the back over there, the back left. It literally leaves his hand at 0.2 seconds. It's up in the air at 0.1, and it goes in off the backboard with 0 on the clock. Thank God I put in Mike Conley, right? Because I almost didn't put in Mike Conley. I almost kept Mario Chalmers out there. But that's the definition of clutch, and that's why you need to keep Mike Conley. That's why in the very beginning of this series, I wasn't even thinking about getting rid of Mike Conley. I was going to build around him. So there you go. This is, you know, us winning the championship right there, as you can see. I'm not going to unmute this. If you haven't seen me win the championship, I have won, I believe, like 3 others. So just go back and check out the first Clippers championship, because I did win 2 with them. And check out the Boston Celtics championship, because both of those I unmuted it and I showed you guys, you know, what exactly they were saying. Anyways, MVP, let's check this out. I'm saying Mike Conley. If it's not Mike Conley, then there's, you know, obviously some really dumb CPUs. Okay, maybe like after I go over this, then whatever. So yeah, they obviously swept them. You know, it was up against the Hawks, first against 8th, which I don't know how they were first, and Heat was only 4th. Usually the Heat are 1st or 2nd every single series. If you haven't checked on other series, I would check those out too. But if you check those out, then you know that the Heat have been the 1st or 2nd team every single time. So they must have been played by injuries or something like that. Then, you know, they faced the Pistons, and then they swept the, surprisingly, swept the Sixers. I would have expected the Sixers to put up a little bit more of a fight. As you can see, OKC comes over here, sweep, then we get into Game 7, and we win, which I did play the Game 7. I believe I played the Game 7. Like I said, I simulated this entire thing. I didn't play any of the Golden State, just because, you know, I didn't really feel like it at the time. So I, you know, beat them pretty easily. Then we went over the Clippers. I played the first 2 games, then I believe I simulated the rest, and I believe I was 1-1 after the first 2 games, so we ended up winning that anyways. Faced OKC, I played the first 2 games, I believe, and I won, I believe, the first 2. I think, I say believe a lot. I think I won it, the first 2 games, so I'm unsure about that. And obviously, like I said, I simulated all 6 prior games. I played the final game, and you obviously saw Mike Conley's clutch layup. And in the first game against OKC, DeMar DeRozan had a clutch dunk for the win. So, that's kind of cool. Re-sign all starting players, stay under budget. That's definitely not happening because we're too good. And there we go, Mike Conley. Like I said, I would have been really surprised if he didn't get the MVP. He had the highest field goal, highest 3-point, and I don't know about highest, but he had pretty good numbers. Overall, he had pretty good numbers, and he obviously hit that clutch layup. This is all the retired players, or retiring. Kevin Garnett, only player to get in there. Wow, he did not pass the ball very much. Come on, KG. Alright, so that's it for this video. Next video, I'll probably make, wow, okay, I just won the championship and my projected profit is -$1 million. Isn't that just glorious? The next video I'll probably end up making like 5 minutes after, maybe not even 5 minutes, maybe right at this point, but another whole video, obviously, because this video is getting a little bit lengthy. But make sure you check out the rest of this series. Subscribe so you can see all the rest of this series and the future series that I do on different teams. And if you want, check out, I have them in playlists. That's what I'm starting to do. I'm starting to put everything into playlists. So you can check out the Clippers and the Celtics. And yeah, make sure to subscribe though, because I'll be having a lot more videos coming up. And I'm starting to do a little bit more. I just, did LeBron to the Clippers, so if you want to check that one out, that one's kind of interesting. Anyways though, I'll be talking about basketball a lot more than just my GM. I'm starting to get into the groove, I guess. Alright, make sure to subscribe and, tell your friends or anything about it, because 5 subscribers is great and all, but, 5 is only 5, and I only get noticed if I have a lot of subscribers, so try and tell your friends and stuff like that. Alright, thanks guys.